Hey everybody, Rob Orgel with Silencer Syndicate, and I'm here at East Valley Tactical because I want to share my experience as of recently with the e-file and how fast things are going and see if that's similar to what Eric's experience has been, because he's
Yeah.
probably one of the biggest dealers in Arizona of silencers, right?
Yeah, number one.
There you go. Okay, so I would say right now, I mean, for a moment there, I was like 36 hours.
Yeah.
And I'd get batched sometimes. Like it was great. And now I'm feeling like it's slowing down. What are you seeing?
So I would say we haven't really seen it slow down, but not everyone gets 36-hour. So what we usually tell customers is expect around 2 weeks if you're filing as an individual. Sometimes people get lucky with a 36-hour. We even had a 6-hour one time, but others can take longer. I would say a minority of people that file as an individual, maybe 25%, extend past that 2 weeks up to a couple months.
Yeah, I would say my experiences in the last 3 or 4 months, because as you know, I've been getting a lot of silencers.
Yep.
It's been in some cases hours.
Yep.
But that's like a batch situation.
Right.
Or right now, I mean, I had one clear in just about 1 week, and the other one the same day I submitted, and I still don't have it. So I'm coming up on
A
3
little
weeks now.
inconsistent, unfortunately.
You mean the government's not proficient? That's so weird. Okay, so
And then should we talk about trust approval times?
well, if you're doing a trust, you're doing it better, righter, smarter in
Yes.
all the ways, because you know when you die in your family and otherwise, and
Yes.
sharing those toys, but you are setting yourself back on the wait list, aren't
Yeah,
you?
we tell people to expect around 3 to 9 months for trusts unless they get a batch approval. And the way we define batch is usually if you have about 4 or more items in at once. Sometimes we can see it accelerated down to 2 or 3 months for those purchases. Not for everyone,
Yep.
but I would say probably 50% of people who have 4 or more as a trust, we see a faster approval.
Yeah, I'm on those silencer pages, and I'll post hey, I just cleared my whatever number silencer. Check it out on the channel, and people are like, "F you, Rob," because I'm clearing in like 2 or 3 days, and they're
Right.
like showing me like October of last year they're still waiting. It's like, sorry, man, I'm not the AT. I'd be
And that's
mad
a
at me
good thing to
too.
mention, that it's only for ones submitted after March, right? Of
Right,
this year
right.
that we're seeing the faster approvals. So if you're still waiting from last year, those poor souls,
It's
it
time
may
to
still
call.
be a little longer. Or call your
Email.
congressman.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Don't hesitate. I called the ATF recently and they're like, yeah, it's still pending. I was like, well, that didn't help. Thanks.
Right.
And then I think they got approved the next day. So I think maybe it did help to bring it. So I'm not saying blow up, those guys with phone calls, but certainly if you've been on the wait list for a while,
If you're approaching a year, it's probably time.
if you're giving birthday cakes to your paperwork, then it might be time for you to make that phone call.
Yeah.
And the other problem, and I think I foreshadowed this some time ago, is like, if the paperwork goes away or if they deregulate to whatever degree, and we're not going to talk about what might happen because it's not important,
Right.
but instead, if that were to happen, what would you have in stock the day after?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Right.
People would buy everything up. So
Be empty.
if you want a silencer, get a silencer. Don't wait for the transition to take place, because
Yes.
there's guys from '07. The Hear and Safe Act is going to happen.
Yeah.
Dude, how many silencers could you have purchased and transferred in that
And
time?
enjoyed.
And enjoyed. So
Right.
if you want a silencer, get a silencer, but there's a roller coaster. And part of the roller coaster isn't just the ATF and their wait times. It's also
Supply of silencers. And we saw in March, April of this year, we saw a huge decrease in models on the wall. I think at one point we had like 10 models on the wall. But fortunately, I think a lot of the manufacturers, from what we're seeing, are investing in more machinery, investing in better supply chains. So we're starting to see a much better options come back in stock and stay in stock.
there was definitely some people teetering on the edge of closing their business with
Yes.
some of the issues we've seen, industry insider stuff. But in the end, it looks like those guys are full steam ahead and back at it. So I think it's safe to say they're getting back on top of it, but still, and it's September, almost mid-September. So there are some guys still figuring it out, but it seems like
Right.
the best advice you would give somebody who wants to buy a silencer would be, you might have a favorite, but if you find something that's in stock,
Yes.
find what's in stock.
If it's a good option for your host, for your budget, and it's in stock, it's never a bad idea to
Yeah.
pick that up.
Yeah, as opposed to waitlisting is an option if you've got a favorite, but
Yes.
really, in stock is the ticket.
Yeah,
And you
absolutely.
do good in that department.
Yeah, so we've been ordering since before the peak. So some of the stuff we have in stock now, we ordered back in March.
Nice.
But right now, I mean, we have over 100 models in stock.
Nice.
So between all the calibers, we're going to find a good option, in our opinion, that's going to fit your host and your budget.
And I'm not going to sound bitter, but there are some things on your wall that I still haven't played with yet. So
Maybe we can fix that.
yeah, I'm sad. Like, I'm supposed to have this by now, but it's cool that you're on the front of those lists and that you're taking care of so many people with that inventory.
Right.
So good advice would be find what's in stock. And then if you can, know what you're buying, which means study, watch some channels, do your homework. But then all the better is if you can get to a range day.
Yeah. So we heard from a lot of customers that they wanted to try their silencers before purchasing them. So we started doing suppressed range days. And there are these huge events where we get over 30 vendors hundreds of people, and basically you pay a small fee with ammo included, and you get to go from vendor to vendor and try each silencer they offer side by side and really make an educated, informed decision.
Yeah, the amount of information. So I went to their last one, and it was so many vendors in one place at an outdoor range where you could really hear
Yeah.
the difference in the suppressors and make good choices. Then if you had questions, you have the horse's mouth in front of you who made the silencer. And of course, they like their product, but they
Sure.
have a master level of knowledge on that topic. So I think these suppressed range days, if you're kind of dabbling in the, well, I have a few or I'm thinking about it, buy what's in stock, and if you can get to a suppressed range day wherever you happen to be or travel for it, I really think that's worth your time, so you can get some hands-on experience, ask the right questions, and then know that you're buying the right suppressor before you start your wait time, whatever that might turn
Yeah.
out to be.
And I don't think I mentioned the next one that we're holding is November 16th of 2024 at Ben Avery Range. And you can buy tickets at eastvalleytactical.com.
Yep, and I will be there with our cameras and our questions and the industry fun that comes with that. So
Yeah.
hopefully we'll see you out there. If you see us out there, make sure you come say hi to Eric. He's usually at the front running around like a chick with his head cut off. And
Exactly.
you'll see me running around with Damien trying to capture as much info as we can about the new products and sharing, because we absolutely love testing and learning.
One more thing for you, Rob. So I know you love testing products. We recently got in this bootleg adjustable gas block for the AR-10 platform. Like we've said before, we've had really good luck with the AR-15, but we haven't had a chance to test the AR-10. So would you open to testing this
Absolutely.
thing out, see what you think?
You know I'm a nut job for testing equipment and finding out what is awesome and what sucks and what's in between. And our experience so far on the AR-15s on this has been great. Gas out the ejection port instead of in your face, especially as a lefty, which you all know I am. But as an AR-10, there's just so few options available
Right.
to us. I wasn't even aware that Bootleg was making an AR-10 adjustable bull carrier, but I am happy to test, and I will report back so that you can give that information to your clientele as well.
Absolutely.
As
Thanks for coming
always,
over, Rob.
Great time chatting with you. As always, like, comment, subscribe. Don't be lazy. Click that button. I know you're looking at it.
Do it now.
Click it, click it, click it. Stay safe. We'll see you later.